Hi there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampingup.net. Thank you for joining me today. Today's project features a retiring product, which is the piece of cake stamp set and the coordinating cake builder punch. And I've paired it today with one of the mini pizza boxes, which are not retiring. So this is a sweet little gift box or gift packaging for somebody that may be having a birthday. And you might like to give them a lovely little treat inside there. So it just opens up like that, and you can pop, they are food safe, so you can pop maybe a sweet treat in there, whatever you like really. So let me go ahead and show you how I made it. So this is a white mini pizza box. They come flat like this. So all you have to do is fold it. Fold on all the score lines. Give them a good burnish because this doesn't require any glue or tape, any adhesive whatsoever. Just fold in the front pieces there, then the back pieces, and then the top just folds in like that. So it goes together really, really, really quickly, So we're all for this box, I have embossed a piece of Whisper White cardstock using the Memorable Mosaic embossing folder. It's this one right here. It is also a retiring product. And I've gone ahead and already embossed it using my embossing folder. And I have a piece that measures 8.5 by 8.5 just to fit nicely on the top of the pizza box. And I have a piece of Sahara Sand cardstock, which measures 6.5 by 6.5. So I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping on there. I've used the Sahara Sand ink as well, so tone on tone stamping. And I've used this cake, that cake image, that one right there. So using the Sahara Sand, I'm just going to stamp just a little bit off the side. It's a little bit of random stamping just to give a little bit of texture to the cardstock. That one away. Clean that one off because we're going to also bring that same stamp back in using some of the Memento black ink. I'm going to stamp that same image on a piece of Whisper White cardstock, just a piece of scrap here, and stamp it down. Oh, that was a bit crooked. It was quite crooked actually. Let's try that one again. That's better. And while we've got the ink out, we may as well do the sentiment, which I've used the Happy Birthday sentiment. And I've just got a strip of Whisper White here. I always keep some narrow strips handy for sentiments. And it happens to fit this size just perfectly. Put it away. So that is all the stamping done. I'm going to bring in my Rococo Rose blends. I've got the light and the dark, and using the dark I'm just going to colour in the flower in the centre. Yeah. And with the light I'm just going to come through here and do the base of the cake. Just using the light and the dark to give a little bit of colour there. That's that done. I'm going to bring the punch in now, and I'm going to punch out the this piece here, which is the cake stand from our cake builder punch, using some of the gold glimmer paper. If you like this paper, it is also retiring from the 2019-2020 catalogue. The glimmer paper won't be available, and the new catalogue come the 2nd or 3rd of June. So if you like it, then you might want to get some. I'm going to pop the cake in here now to punch out the shape of the cake. So all of the images in the stamp set fit all of the cake images fit the punch here. Yeah, punch that out. There it is. Okay, sorry, it flew off the page then. So the next thing is to adhere the stamped image to the embossed piece, and I'm using a couple of dimensionals to do that. Pop that on here. Go. Now I'm bringing in a piece of, I've used, for this example here, I've used a piece of the Nature's Twine. That's the Calypso Coral. So I'm bringing in a different colour right here. This is, I want to say Blackberry Bliss, but I could well be wrong with that. So I'm just going to wrap, I'm just going to put some snail across the back here and just wrap this around a couple of times, just around the middle here. That's not straight. Let's try and get that straight. Doesn't want to go straight today, does it? Let's start that again. Start again. Here we go. All right. Okay, so just through the middle, and now I'm going to apply, attach the base, the glimmer paper baked cake stand. I'm going to use a little bit of Tombow. And there. I'm just going to position it just slightly under where that twine is. And with my punched out cake piece, I will also use dimensionals for that. I might just even only use one. I think that's possibly all it will need. And I'm just going to position it. I'm going to actually put it over the top of that twine or underneath it. What do I like? I think I've got on my sample, I think I've got it going in the middle, so we might stick with that as our idea. How's that? Is that straight? Yep, I like those. I like that color combination. I really like it. Going to just trim off that sentiment. And pop that in. I'm just going to put some snail adhesive on there. Whoops. Why does the snail adhesive want to run out? It's not going to run out. It's all good. I'm going to bring that in as close as I can so that I haven't got too much of the white showing by the happy. Here we are. That's it. And then all I have to do now is adhere the here we are. And just try and get that on there straight, centered. The good thing about using Tombow is that you've got a little bit of wiggle room. If you don't get it straight the first time, you can move it around a little bit. If you're using another adhesive, you might not have quite as much luck. I think that's about right. The more I'm moving it around, the more I'm making it probably worse than making it harder than it actually is. and it's not hard. All right, and the final thing is just a little bow. So I'm just going to use a little piece of that Nature's Twine and pop a little bow on the side there with a glue dot. Done. Just trim that off a little bit. And I might just use my bone folder just to give that a little bit of a curl. There we are. It's the, whoops, that obviously wasn't secured just then, was it? Let me pop that back in straight. So that was my original one, and that's the one I've just made with using the mini pizza boxes, the piece of cake stamp set, and the cake builder punch. I hope you enjoyed that video. All the products that I've used are in the description bar below, and if you'd like to click on any of those products, you'll be taken to my website and you can have a good look around at what's available in the Stampin' Up store. Thank you so much. Bye.